Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, kwivideo namuhla sizobuza umbuzo ukuthi ngabe i-EFF izolahla lokho ekholelwa kukho ngenxa yokulangazelela amandla na. Yona into engifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngayo namuhla. Kune-article ephuma ku-Sunday Times namuhla kodwa le post bayipost izolo. Ebhalwe kanje, Julius Malema uthi bona njenge-EFF bakulungele, they are willing ukuthi banegotiate ne-ANC malana nendaba ye-budget. Kodwa uma kune-possibility ukuthi bajoine i-GNU. Nayo-ke la ekuvela khona umbuzo ukuthi ngabe i-EFF is willing to trade lento ekholelwa kuyo ngenxa yamandla na. Kanti nje kungekudala ngaphambi kokuba i-budget asethulele yona uMinister u-Enoch Godongwana ke kwavela izinkulumo ezithi i-ANC ithi ayinendaba noma i-DA ingangavota nayo, kodwa bazo-approach i-EFF ukuze bekwazi ukuthi baphasise le budget ngoba ekugcineni kosuku kuzofuneka ukuthi bathole ama-political parties azosayida nabo babe i-majority ukuze bekwazi ukuthi bayiphasise le budget. Emveni kokubona le article ngazikhuluma nalezi nkulumo ezathi i-ANC izo-approach i-EFF, ngeke ngakhumbula ukuthi hayibo kungake kwenzeka konje ngaphambilini. Ngabe umlando ungaziphinda na? Njengoba ubona la ku screen sakho ngifake i-post yayikhishwe i-Business Tech nge-13 November 2016 labathi khona uMantashe wacela i-EFF ukuthi imlekelele kuze kuvinjwe i-nuclear deal eyayiza noJacob Zuma. Ngabe umlando uzoziphinda na ngoba phela i-ANC ne-EFF bake bahlangana ngaphambilini. Ngaleso sikhathi babe savimba i-nuclear ekwakuthiwa izoxazulula inkinga zika Eskom. Angifuni nje ngena kulonto ngoba namhlanje siyayifuna yibo futhi abayikhulumayo ukuthi iyafuneka i-nuclear. Angifuni nje ngena kulezo zinto kodwa ngibuza ukuthi ngabe umlando ungaziphinda na. Kanti ayizange bahlangane kuphela mzukwane kuliwa nendaba ye-nuclear. Nansi enye ipost esibili ifakwe IOL ukuthi uDerek angazi isibongo sakhe u-admithile ukuhlangana ne-EFF ukuze khishwe uJacob Zuma. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngeke ngenze ivideo la last la bekhuluma khona uFloyd ethi Zuma Must Fall campaign was sponsored balwa nama abantu bathi hayi ayikho lonto le, kodwa what was on the table? Ngoba kune deal phela efana ngabe yakhulunywa engeke nje i-EFF ivele isukume nje ibe nentshisekelo engaka ingathenjiswe lutho. What was on the table? So ngize ngathi kubantu abaningi bengiphikisa ngathi angeke ngazi, anginalwazi ukuthi babetholeni, kodwa igama elithi they were sponsored lisho likhulu. Nangokumlungu uyavuma ukuthi bahlangana ne-EFF ukuze bakhiphe uZuma, kodwa lento angikhulumeli yena uZuma, ngikhulumela ukuthi yake yenzeka lento ngaphambilini. Ngicela ukungasho lutho ngale article ku screen sakho, angeke ngisho lutho nje ngeke ngikhulume futhi nangayo, kodwa engivezayo lana ukuthi ekuboneni kwami le post ye-Sunday Times ngingabona nalenye abayifakile la bethi khona uMalema is willing to negotiate ngendaba ye-budget and indaba yokuba ingxenye ye-GNU. Ngase ngikhumbula ukuthi hayibo lokhu kwake kwenzeka ngaphambilini kubantu abaziyo ngezenkolo kunevesi angilazi likuphi, kodwa lithi kwake kwenziwe ekuqaleni, ithi ayikho into entsha phansi, ithi kwake kwenziwa kuyophinde kwenzeke futhi. Angilazi noma ngilisho kahle na, kodwa into elapho nje esizokwenza manje sizocaphuna uSecretary General we-ANC okufikile Mbalula. Emveni kokucaphuna yena bese ngicaphuna uOmphile Mautu. Kunezinto ezibalekile ayishilo owu-Treasurer General we-EFF ngoba yena bamelene nendaba yokukhushulwa kweVAT. Bona yena Omphile bamelene nendaba yokukhuphuka kweVAT. Uma ngenzeka kuthiwa le post ye-Sunday Times iqiniso shothi i-EFF izobihlukene kabili.
The DA's demands expose their true intentions. They want labor laws to be scrapped so that employers can fire workers at will. They want black economic empowerment policies to be abandoned. They want to weaken institutions that have been established to reverse economic exclusion. These are the same policies that entrenched inequality and racial capitalism in the past. and the ANC will never allow such regression. Their opposition to the VAT increase is not about protecting the poor. It is about ensuring that economic policies serve corporate interests at the expense of working class South Africans. In their desperation, they seek to create an Israeli Gaza type situation using the Western Cape as their political salvo, a scenario in which African and colored people of the province will be treated as subhuman in the land of their birth. This is the reason behind their insistence on Cape Town's port being considered, an attempt to carve out an economic enclave where the interests of the privileged are protected at the expense of the majority. They further demanded changes to labor laws that will allow employers to fire workers at will without due process or legal recourse, effectively returning the country to the draconian conditions that allowed apartheid to thrive on the exploitation of black workers.
Isizathu esikhulu esenza ukuthi i-ANC ibe desperate kangaka ize ifike esigabeni la ithi izokhuluma khona namanye ama-political parties ukuze ayisupporte endabeni ye-budget ukuthi i-DA kusuke ekuqaleni yathi cha i-VAT ayingakhushulwa yabala-ke naye-ke ekushoda kukhathwe i-expenditure ama-expenditure inkulu kakhulu akukhathwe kodwa-ke i-ANC njenge-political party engakholelwa ekuthenini khona izinto efuneka yikhathwe bangavumelana abavumelananga yazi yahlehla ibudget ngaso sikhathi uminister wayesapropose ukuthi ayikhushulwe ngo-2%. Manje ufike nokuthi ayikhushulwe no-1% kodwa weza nawo ne-strategy esihle mayithi ayikhushulwe ngo-0.5 kulokhu bese ngonyaka oza ayikhushulwe ngo-0.5 unqane nje ukusho ukuthi hayi ayikhushulwe ngo-1%. So i-DA still isamele kodwa i-DA isebenzisa manje ibudget ukuze ikwazi ukufeza inhloso zayo ngoba kukhona la uJohnston Ezen esho khona ukuthi ifuna ukuthi kuhlalwe phansi uma yona ingavota ne-ANC ayinayo inkinga uma nje i-ANC izokwazi ukubheka into enjenge expropriation bill usho ukuthi le nto lezi ANC mayengazibuyekeza njengoba seyiphasiswe nje cephini i-ANC izihlehlisa izibuyekeze kushintsha okuthize ngoba abahambelani naleyo bill leyo kuningi-ke kufuna njengoba umuzwe balumbalula isona sizathu lesi senza ukuthi ithi i-ANC ayayincengile i-DF ikhona i-DA ikhona i-EFF njengoba uzwa-ke kukhulunywa kanje kodwa-ke ngizomcaphuna yena umbalula esho ukuthi uma ukusuka la kuya phambili bazokwenza njani njengoba phela kubukeka ukuthi i-DA yayibambisene nabo ngicela uzwena.
We remain firm in our resolve to build an inclusive and prosperous economy that works for all South Africans. This budget proposal provides a framework for investment, industrialization, and economic transformation. Have applied its mind, and that's what really is important to us. The budget will be passed working with everybody in government, and the ANC is prepared to talk and engage with all other political parties within the government of national unity and even beyond. And we have always been and will always be open to talking to everybody. But talking to everybody does not mean that we are submissive. We look at the facts in terms of what people put on the table, and then we engage. Talking past each other in the media is not engagement. Let's deal with the facts of what people are talking about, including the alternatives of what they want. We have looked at what the DA talks about, which overall to us is blocking transformation. We have equally looked into the question of the the budget itself in terms of the balance and what needed to be done other than VAT. For a moment, if we have to pause, we know that the DA would have accepted 0.5% increase if we backtracked on transformation legislation like Bella Act, Expropriation Act, NHI. And in this particular instance, we don't think that those are policy matters that you must use the budget to basically block transformation.
Usesitshelile-ke ubaba uMbalula ukuthi cha bazo-engage namanye ama-political parties ngoba ibudget wena izophasa. Kusho njalo ukuthi ibudget bazoyiphasisa ngokusebenzisana namanye ama-political parties. Ngoba phela kufuneka ivote majority. So kuzodepend ukuthi ngoba bathi abekho submissive. Into ezokwenzeka kuzoboniswana. Kuzodepend ukuthi ama-political parties wona afunani in return. Ukuthi okay uma sivota nani ANC sivota nani ngoba thina sifuna ukuthi kuzonegotiatewa ke njengoba uyibonile ipost eSunday Times ithi cha uMalema is willing and ufuna ukujoin iGNU mhlambe yena angavota nabo uma bezothi cha uzoba ingxenye yeGNU asazi ke sizozwa ngapha kodwa ke ngifisa ukulanda ucaphuna Omphile Mount Treasurer General we Economic Freedom Fighters ubekhuluma noMinister Enoch Godongwana mayelana nazo le ndaba zebudget akhipha izinto ezibalulekile yingakho nginakho ukugabaza ukuthi iEFF ingalithatha leli gxathu lokuthi ihlangane neANC kuphasisa ibudget khona nginakho kuyingabaza leyo noma ke ngishawa ukuthi bake bahlangana ngaphambilini kodwa phela isiZulu sithi umlando uyaziphinda angeke isiZulu sibekwe kanjalo sibeke kanjalo entweni engenzeki kanti futhi kuthiwa yiloki ngoswanga so njoba zikhona nje inkulumo hayi kukhona la zisuka khona asazi mhlawumbe propaganda ephushayo against iEFF asazi kodwa nje mina engikushoyo iEFF yona bathe mabephuma ku budget uMalema wathi cha ayingakhushulwa iVAT ayingakhushulwa iVAT ngoba izocindezela abantu vele laba abahluphekile kanti bona ngeke bayivumele into enjalo kodwa ke isiZulu sithi ayilithezo limanzi angisho lutho ke kuzodependa ke ngeoffer iANC engasibeke etafuleni uma ikhuluma neEFF asizwe nangu uTreasurer General we-Economic Freedom Fighters Omphile Mount esiza ukuthi yena uthini.
It crosses the border. It's much cheaper. Actually, nice. I stay in the border of Botswana and South Africa. It's better for me to go and refill my car in Botswana than here in South Africa. Why? Because they don't pay the tax, the fuel levy. I have to pay the fuel levy. Their VAT is 14%. Mine is 15% going into 16%. Their income tax, Minister, is 25%. Mine is 45%. So it's disingenuous, really, to compare. And the list goes on and on. I can speak the whole day about these countries that you have listed here. So you can't say you did not increase it and therefore you only increase it. You've effectively increased the personal income tax. Petrol today is 22 rands. Let's look at it 3 months down the line. How much it's going to be? The price of bread. Let's look at, so you need to say the implications of us increasing this VAT will be felt by the same people that we are saying we're protecting them from the personal income tax. And you are not touching on the corporate tax, Minister. It was 29% previously. It was reduced by your own government to 27%. Why is it difficult for you to take it back to 29%? What is it that you are protecting so much on the corporate tax? Because, and SARS, that's where it comes in. This corporate tax has gone down. Yes, we agree that there hasn't been a lot of economic activities and companies are not doing well. But what about illicit financial flows? What about tax avoidance?
Njengoba umuzwa nje uTreasurer General we-Economic Freedom Fighters ekhipha amaphuzu abalulekile ngoba uminister wakho uthile lamazwe lawa njengoBotswana uyamqhathanisela ukuthi ayo petrol wakhona ucheap iVAT yakhona u14% abanayo lento ekuthiwa i-fuel levy okwesibili income tax yakhona i29% eyala i45%. kodwa okunye akuvezayo la niyekeleni income tax. Sizwile isizathu sakhe uminister sokuthi amakhampani awenzi kahle kodwa beyu 29%, ugovernment we-ANC wayehlisa wayenza yaba 27%. Ubuza usisi la omphile uthi kwenza anibuyiselanga ngani ku 29% ngoba niyabona kodwa ukuthi lento izoba affect abantu njengoba upetrol manje uyile mali ayishilo 20 band 22. Uma kukhuphuka iVAT obvious izokhuphuka 3 months down the line izoba umalini. Izinto lezo ezibalulekile ngento uyaziveza asiphinde siqhubeke nayo.
What are we going to do to get these monies out from these companies that are avoiding tax and that are causing you, the SARS commissioner, not to collect revenue for our people? Chair, this Operation Vulindlela, by the way, Minister, it doesn't matter. You can change the name today and make it Operation Buladitsila. The reality is that it started in 2019. It was introduced in 2019. When you came in 2021, you changed the name to Operation Vulindlela, but it effectively does the same thing. You say you want to create jobs. You say you want to create state capacity, but you are introducing private sector. Even worse, you are saying you want to de-risk project that comes from the private sector. Who's going to bear the burden of that risk of this private sector? Why would your own government have so much faith in the private sector than in your own entities? Look at Transnet as an example. Transnet, not very long ago, by the way, less than 10 years ago, 6 years ago, I was there. We used to move over 200 million tons of cargo per year. Today, Transnet is only recording 150 million tons. What has happened? The bulk commodities still remain the same in the country. The rolling stock still remains the same in the country. The track rail still remains the same in the country. What has changed is management. So why would you think the private sector is going to come and assist Transnet to move cargo back to over 200 million? I see that you are ambitious. You are even saying 250 million tons. It's not going to happen. The issue is not the bulk commodities. The issue is not the railway network. The issue is not the rolling stock. The issue is the people that you have deployed at Transnet. That has got nothing to do with the private sector. Private sector will not bring rolling stock. If anything, what Ramasi is talking about, SAA is an example. You sold the aircrafts only to lease them back at a higher price. So that's exactly what you want to do, even with Transnet, because we are saying the private sector must come in. What are they coming in with? They are not bringing any skills. They are not bringing any roll stock. So what exactly are they going to do? And that's what Operation Vulindlela does in the railway sector, in the energy sector. They are not bringing anything. And you are saying you want to de-risk those projects. It's very wrong, Minister. Now, let's look at briefly. I know the chairperson is going to stop me very soon, which, by the way, it should not be the case, because we can't be limited to 5 minutes when you have spoken, when I mean, for over an hour, and on a budget that is supposed to cater for 62 million people. If it means we have this meeting again for constant engagement, I'm saying we've got 3 months to have this thing. Otherwise, we are actually going to have even more problems. Chair, your foreign borrowing. You're prioritizing your foreign borrowing and not domestic borrowing. Why? And we've said this before. And by the way, the point that we are trying to make is, Minister, there's nothing wrong with borrowing money, but there's everything wrong with borrowing money to pay debt. Borrow money, create revenue generating projects for you to service that debt and still make more money for you to fund the same people. You spoke about 9,000 employees that were laid off, that you could not keep. So basically you are saying, let's just keep the status quo and let's just continue moving on and hoping for a miracle. No, you should be saying with this budget, we'll be able to bring back those people and get more people, because the reality is that we need more people. We need more nurses, we need more doctors, we need more teachers. And it doesn't help, by the way, Minister, having more teachers, having more money for NSFAS, which is not going to plow back into the economy. What are we saying? Look at the model of China. China realized that we need engineers for us to industrialize and to create factories and whatnot. They send out students from China all across the world to go and train and become engineers for them to come and work. What do we do in South Africa? We take NSFAS money, we give it to students to go study.
What's
After finishing studying,
concluding, Honorable
Chair,
Mawuto?
they come and stay at home and look at you. That's why 28 million people out of the 64 million, 62 million people depend on you for SRD. We're saying, let's give this money, but let's create job opportunities so that these students can come and back and plow back into the economy. That's how you grow the economy. I've got a lot to add, Chair, because essentially, we agree that we need to make it work for all of us. We are in a crisis, and this crisis was brought by the former liberation movement. But we are happy that we are here to make a contribution because we want to see this South Africa. We don't have any other home. We don't have the luxury of being called to be refugees in America. This is our home.
Thanks,
We
Honorable
have to make it work.
Mawuto. If
Thank
there's
you.
still time, we'll
Obekhuluma go-Treasurer General we-Economic Freedom Fighters ziningi kakhulu izinto ayishilo nezibalulekile kodwa-ke angeke ngiyihumushe inkulumo yakhe. Futhi-ke bakhona abantu laba bathi bona bayasazi isilungu abafuni ngihumushe ezinye izinto. Cha, kulokhu-ke ngifisa ukubalalela ngoba ngiyavilapha ukuyihumusha le nkulumo. Angibalaleli ngoba kodwa ngibalalela ngoba ngiyavilapha nje ukuyihumusha le nkulumo yonke. Kodwa ziningi izinto ayishile ezibalulekile engicabanga ukuthi-ke ezenza ukuthi ngibe nongabazana. Ngingabazi ukuthi i-EFF ingayitrader zonke lezi zinto abazikhulumayo ekholelwa kuzo ngenxa yokuthi babe nepower. Angikholwa noma ngathiwa u-CIC mubi kangakanani, noma ngathiwa u-CIC u-desperate kangakanani for ipower, kodwa angikholwa ukuthi asengalahla lokho akholelwa kukho yena ngenxa yamandla, ngoba yena ukholelwa ekutheni fanele kukhululeka abantu laba abamnyama nabantu abahluphekile, kufanele abantu bangacindezelwa. Angikholwa ukuthi sekangakuziba konke lokho ngesizathu sokuthi nje uzothola ipower abe ingxenye ye-GNU. Angazi, kodwa phela umuntu malala ephenduka. Kodwa-ke nje ngiyakholelwa ku-CIC. Njengoba ngike ngasho kwenye ivideo ngathi ngimkhonzile nje u-CIC. Ngakho-ke asilindeke sizwe ukuthi kuzohamba kanjani. Sinethemba kodwa lokuthi lama-political parties athe wona cha angeke, ngoba amanye nje njengo-Rise Mzansi uyingxenye ye-GNU kodwa bamelene nale ndaba ye-budget. Asazi-ke ANC off ezoyibeka kubo, mhlawumbe ingawushintsha umqondo wabo, ngoba phela it's about i-offer that will be there on the table. Iyona into ezohlukanisa ukuthi i-political party iyavuma noma akayivumi. Ngiyacela kuze ukuphawula kwakho ukuthi wena ubona kanjani kulelo daba esixoxa ngalo. Like, ucomment, ushare, ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, join ne-membership yale channel qala ku-R20 ngenyanga ngiyaphezulu. Mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.